He taps the screen, says we're live. Thumbs up rising in the feed. He grins at the chat box glow like he knows exactly what they need. He lifts the room one breath at a time, names the show and cracks a smile. Says stay with me, don't blink now. Then the comments start to pile. Hold up, wait, everybody lean in. He's got that spark and it's about to begin. He introduces the live stream. Oh, he introduces the live stream. Oh, all eyes on him tonight. He introduces the live stream. Oh, he introduces the live stream. And the whole room comes alive. He points to the camera like a cue, then nods to the team off screen. A quick little joke, a sharp little wink, and the count goes up in green. He says, you know the drill. Then the feed starts rolling fast. He makes that moment feel like home, like a first line built to last. Hold up, wait, everybody lean in. He's got that spark and it's about to begin. He introduces the live stream. He introduces the live stream. All eyes on him tonight. He introduces the live stream. He introduces the live stream. And the whole room comes alive. One breath, one click, one world opening wide. He calls it in. We all step He introduces the live stream. He introduces the live stream. All eyes on him tonight. He introduces the live stream. He introduces the live stream. And the whole room comes alive. Go, go, go!
Welcome. Yeah. Let's wait for some people to come in here. We're talking about a few different things tonight. Obviously, we're going to chop in, go into the New York Knicks and Jalen Brunson. Talk about that a little bit. Talk about Wemby walking off the court. And then we're going to talk about these hip-hop artists, man. Gunna, Young Thug, Lil Baby. I'm going to talk about some stuff that, I see that's going on with them. So let me know your thoughts. Make sure you hit the like button if you come in here. Make sure you vote in the poll. Let me know if you guys think it was bad for Wemby to walk off the court. You think it was a bad look that Wemby just walked off the court, didn't shake anybody's hand? Let me know your thoughts on that. And then we'll get into the show. Matter of fact, let's find. I'm going to pull up. So we got Jason Whitlock talking about Wemby. See if we get a few more people to come in the chat. Don't be shy. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts out there. Do not be shy.
That Greg Popovich created and the Spurs organization created. And I have to give, reluctantly, Skip Bayless credit for one of the greatest nicknames in the history of sports nicknames. And I am the king of sports nicknames. But Victim Wembanyama, when I heard Skip say that this weekend or yesterday, I was like, oh, I'm so jealous. How did I not think of that?
Well, shout out to Jason Whitlock. I never knew that he was the king of nicknames, though, in sports. Who knew that? Because I never heard that before. I never knew that. Hold on. Shout out to Lewandowski. Hi, from Bulgaria. Shout out to you from Bulgaria. What time is it over in Bulgaria? Let me know what time it is over there. I have not been to Bulgaria. Let me know what the time is over there.
Victim Wembanyama, the guy that just lost the NBA Final Series because he kept disappearing in the fourth quarter. And now everybody is jumping on board with what I said after game 3. Like, this guy is a problem. This guy is a fraud. This guy is a punk. And it's like, how did we get here? How did the 7'5" alien, the 7'5" freak that was supposed to be the face of the NBA, how did he turn into one of the most repugnant, despised athletes overnight?
It seems like the media is starting to run with a narrative about Wemby. And obviously Wemby's actions on the court haven't helped it. But it looks like he's the villain. It looks like they're trying to find their new LeBron. You know, it matters who's the villain, right? How you paint a person, because that allows you to do what? Perform and produce stories, right? You need someone to talk about because you have to have a story that you can sell so that you can get attention to your platform. Without anything that's going on in the narrative place, we have nothing to talk about. So I've noticed that the media members are starting to kind of go in on Wemby. And there's been players in the past that have done these things, so it's not like it's so abnormal. But with LeBron getting close to retirement, I just believe they need a new guy to talk about that could, you know, get their eyes increased on their platforms.
Greg Popovich, Dr. Frankenstein, the San Antonio Spurs, and that victim mentality that they push and promote through Greg Popovich, their former coach, and now, you know, consultant guru, the guy pulling the puppet strings behind the scenes in the Spurs organization, the guy that planted Mitch Johnson as the replacement for him as coach. Yeah, I blame Greg Popovich for what Victor Wembanyama has become. Victim Wembanyama.
The thing is, Victor Wembanyama, he's showing character traits, right, that are, you know, recognizable. He's overly emotional after the Western Conference Finals. And people are like, hey, what's with all this emotion? This isn't the actual championship. You know, you're crying hysterically, but it's just the Western Conference Finals. He's also, yes, you know, they're playing him rough and tough down low, but he's throwing elbows willy-nilly, which shows that you can get under his skin. All these things matter because if you could get under someone's skin, or if they're overly emotional and they celebrate things and they don't put things in the proper perspective, then the opponent can use that to their advantage because you're distracted in these different ways. He has to learn how to stay level-headed and committed to the process and basically have tunnel vision. Jason Whitlock is basically saying the Spurs are a woke organization. Greg Popovich is a woke coach and executive. And that woke energy is making Wemby into this emotional Frankenstein. That's what basically Jason Whitlock is saying. Man, people are not interested in this topic. Yo, let me know what's going on in the chat. Where the Knicks fans at?
I want you to look at this collection of lowlights that Wembanyama put together during this postseason that totally transformed his reputation.
Yeah, that's a dirty blow. That's a dirty blow right there. You know what I'm saying? People, that's something that Meta World Peace does, Ron Artest. And the thing is, Ron Artest, we kind of expect that off him because, you know, he has some screws loose. Shout out to him. But for Wembanyama to be this Zen master, or appear to be the Zen master, you know, training in the mountains with the senseis, you would think that he would have more self-control. He acts like he's, you know, more mature than he is. But that's just my observation.
After Wembanyama entered into this season, it's like, oh, man, he's the face of the WNBA, the new face, and he's super competitive. And unlike the LeBron James era, he's going to be different. He wants to compete with everybody. And he's bought the hype that he's bringing this nastiness to the NBA, and he really wants to compete, and he's old school, but he's gone too far.
Thunderous Sooner 527 says, there's no excuse of him being like that trying to hurt his opponent because he does not like the outcome. The game is ridiculous. Shout out to you. That is a fact. Let me read the poll. So far, we have 100% saying yes, it is a bad look for Wemby to walk off the court without shaking hands. Thunderous 527 says that's something what LeBron would do, not shake hands with his opponent. Exactly. And he's feeding into a narrative, and this media, they desperately need a narrative. So if you're going to make it easy for them by being emotional, being sassy, being passive aggressive, hey, they're salivating because they're going to make a story about you. They're going to make it a media circus, and you know they're going to get some money off it.
And he's just a dirty player. And he's given me and anybody with a brain French fatigue, particularly as it relates to the national anthem. It's like, oh, this old school competitive spirit that he's brought to the NBA.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. He could have really hurt him. And not, you know, honoring the flag. What's that about? You know what I'm saying? Show some respect. Thunderous Sooner 527 says, Wemby also hit one of the players with his shoulder. What in the head when he walked off the court? Not sure what you meant by the last part. But yeah, he definitely is a dirtier player than I realized and a lot of other people realized. So if that's the reputation he wants to build, then he has to, you know, he's going to have to accept it and lie with it at the end of the day. That's going to be his basketball reputation.
No, he's just a dirty, cheap, petulant, spoiled, no gratitude, no appreciation for America.
Don't be afraid to hit the like button, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do not be shy. Oh, when he walked off the court? Okay. Yeah, man.
He's a communist like Greg Popovich.
Yeah, what is that? And then he's making these weird faces and like, what is that? What is that? Oh my God. He's too big to be doing this goofy stuff. He is turning into the new LeBron. 7'5", can do anything in the court, and you doing that goofy stuff and then looking back at it. At least LeBron closes his eyes and try to act like nobody sees him. You ever see LeBron start flopping and he just start closing his eyes and acting like he's in the most pain he's ever been? LeBron is crazy. LeBron will really throw himself on the ground and act like he's in the most pain that he's ever been in.
Greg Popovich turned this great basketball creation into somebody everybody now hates.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I was watching the finals this year. I don't remember all this. I mean, I didn't watch every game front to back, but yo, wait a minute. What's up with this dude?
Greg Popovich turned this great basketball creation into somebody everybody now hates. And I have to admit, I'm one of those people. I was rooting against him in 3.
Oh, they like the bad boy Pistons. This isn't the Spurs basketball. The Spurs used to have ball movement, closeout quarters, low turnovers, team defense, spark off the bench. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Jason, he's conservative. Greg Popovich is more liberal. But I don't think this has nothing to do with Greg Popovich. On a basketball level, I don't think Greg Popovich will be going with a lot of this. I think this is just a chance for Jason to shoot at him because he doesn't agree with him politically. Thunderous Sooner says people were thinking the Thunder fans were making up Wemby was a dirty ass player when Thunder was playing the Spurs in the playoffs. How can he blame it on Greg? Yeah, I just addressed that point. But yeah, I didn't know he was that dirty. This is crazy.
Thrilled to see the New York Knicks embarrass him once again in Game 5. And then,
yeah, that's wild because he looked down at his feet. He could have easily just adjusted his foot.
Walks off the court. Won't shake anybody's hand after the Knicks beat them 4-1 in that NBA Finals series, after they came back from yet again another.
Don't forget, we're going to talk about Gunna and Young Thug. I know a lot of people are like, why are we talking about these hip-hop artists? Well, it's more going to be about culturally. Obviously, a lot of people are starting to get fed up with the street culture, the old ignorance. We're going to look at how Gunna basically moved past it. He leveraged that situation and just said, you know what? I am who I am. And I'm going to move forward in life. And you can see how Young Thug and Lil Baby are kind of struggling. So we're going to get into that. But we're going to start off with this Brunson Wemby issue. And then we're also going to play Brunson. I think Brunson was singing F Wemby or something. I think I'm going to pull up that footage. So it looks like we got a real life NBA rivalry building, which is good because we need that competitive nature to return back to basketball. It's been too soft. So I don't want them to play dirty, but I don't want them to be all buddy-buddy at the same time.
Double-digit.
Shout out to the people that are coming in and joining us. Hit the like button.
Deficit and knocked off the Spurs 4-1 in the NBA Finals. Victim Wembanyama walks immediately off the court. And Luke, pull that clip because I want to show you, or someone, Peyton, pull that clip. Luke Cornett, the only guy on the Spurs team that didn't follow their fraudulent leader, Victim Wembanyama, off the court without congratulating the New York Knicks. Because you could have done this. This isn't some kind. They won the game in San Antonio. So there was no mob scene of Spurs fans rushing the court to give you the excuse.
Come on, you know why he left. He was salty. Wemby was salty. This was supposed to be his moment. You know, the alien has landed. He was supposed to conquer the NBA. And Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks, they pulled a Will Smith and Independent Day. And they blew up that alien. They said, nah. They said, you're not taking over this planet today. Not this year, brother. Thunderous Sooner 527 says Wimpy also uses his length of his legs to try to injure players. People are trying to blame it on Chet for stepping on Wimpy's foot when the Thunder was shooting free throws. Hey, you might be onto something with that. You might be onto something.
They won it on the road. So victim Wembanyama could have been a good competitor, a good sport, and showed everybody that he had some kind of character in class and congratulated Jalen Brunson.
This is going to be about character, by the way. We're going to assess character. Jalen Brunson's character, having his father in his life. I'm not sure about Wemby's background, but he's showing some character traits that aren't on the up and up. Then we're going to get into Gunna, Young Thug, Lil Baby. This is going to be a good one about character. So make sure you stick around. And if you leave, make sure you come back. Because they ain't talking about nothing in those other channels. They ain't really talking about nothing on those other channels. Not valuable. They just be shooting it, talking junk. Matter of fact, bear with me. I just wanted to hit you guys with a quick little break. But listen, if you in here and you're rocking with us, let me know. Participate in the chat. Let me know your thoughts on the subject. Make sure you hit the like button for the algorithm. Make sure you subscribe if you want more content. Also go to BILLINICO.com. Use code FEARLESS. Make sure you participate.
OG Anunoby, Carl Anthony Towns. He could have congratulated these people.
Oh, Thunderous 527 says Wemby was trying to tell his teammates to injure Thunder players like a mob hit in a Thunder series. Oh man, is that you saying a lie? Is this factual? You got Thunder in your name. You a Thunder fan? Wemby done pissed you off. Wemby done pissed off a Thunder fan. He is not happy with Wemby. You a Thunder fan, bro?
But instead, like the 7'5" spoiled baby he is, after throwing up an air ball at the end of the game, he walks immediately off the court. One guy stuck around, Luke Cornett.
All right, let me play Jalen Brunson, what he says about Wemby.
The Knicks were out at the club last night, and someone filming picked up Jalen Brunson's toast with an honorable mention to Wemby.
I'll be like, Cat, don't be grinding like that behind me, brother. Don't be grinding like that behind me, family. Let me rewind this back. He about to hit him with the butterfly. Somebody better tell Cat to chill out. Look, he about to hit the butterfly. Chill out, Cat. That's why he told him to hold on. He said, hold on, Cat. We got cameras in here. He had to tell him, hold on, Cat. Doing that freaky ass stuff, bro. We got cameras in here. Hold on, Cat. Chill. Oh, man. Nah, shout out to the Knicks, though, for making history. Shout out to the Knicks, man. Y'all did something that has not been done in 53 years. So you got to salute that. Can't hate on that, man. Nah, shout out to the Knicks, though, for making history. That's what's up, though. Look like the team chemistry is on point. If they keep this up, I mean, you don't know. If they keep up this level of team chemistry, camaraderie, they might be able to get a few more pieces. You know what I'm saying? They could build on this. It's New York City. They could feed off that energy. Jalen Brunson's showing that he is clutch. He is a leader. He's young. He's in his prime. If the New York Knicks, they can mess around and get a back-to-back, this is the perfect time, because who else is really dangerous to the point where you think, oh, they're going to come back and knock them off so easily? And there's a couple free agents that, if they adopt that mentality that Jalen Brunson had, I'm going to take a little bit less money so I can actually be competitive and win. You never know. What if they pick up somebody like a Giannis or something? Who knows? Shout out to them. It looks like they saying F Wemby, and I guess it's F Wemby. Wemby was over there being disrespectful, so it is what it is. Oh, Becky Hammond responded. Let me see. Hold on.
Okay, so Becky Hammond responded back to the criticism that she has been receiving over the past couple of days because of this clip that resurfaced of her trashing Jalen Brunson.
Hold on, let me check the poll real quick. So far, 100% people are saying that it was a bad look for Wemby to walk off the court. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. If you haven't voted on the poll, hit the vote. And make sure you put something in the comments. Let me know you're rocking out with us.
Man. So let me play the clip a few years ago of Becky Hammond trashing Jalen Brunson, then I'll come back with some more commentary. Here's the video.
Do you think the Knicks are here in the Eastern Conference?
Well, I certainly agree with you. They're not getting into that tier. They don't have enough personnel. They don't have the manpower that they need to hang with those guys. I think you're going to get a consistent team like they've been. They're pretty.
And they were trying to say this chick should be like a coach in the NBA. Like they wanted her to be the first female coach. It's like, come on, man. Let the men be led by men. We can't just start putting everything with everything. We can't put everybody in one bucket. You could do this, you could do that, you could use this bathroom, you could coach this person. It's like, let's just have some boundaries, respectfully. And a man can coach the WNBA, but a woman cannot coach the NBA. And this was their number one prospect. And look at her judgment right there. Look at her basketball judgment. She didn't have the insight, foresight, the understanding, the wisdom to realize that Jalen Brunson and that the Knicks team was constructed perfectly to win a championship. So if you want someone to be a coach, you would want them to know this. So
A good team. They're well coached. They're going to be on their defensive game. But at the end of the day, they don't have a dude. You got to have a dude. You got to have a 1A dude. And they're missing that at the end.
Wow.
of the day if we're just getting down to brass taxes. Sorry.
I didn't want to disagree with Becky today, but they do have their dude.
Who?
Jalen Brunson.
No, he's too small.
But here's the thing.
She's a coach. Even how she's talking about him, like there's a certain level of respect for professional athletes. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain level of reverence that a coach has for players. Especially if you're a coach. You're a coach, you're a little more patient, you're a little more observant. You don't just go off the big name. Like she sounds like she's like a fan who watches NBA casually. She doesn't sound like she's an active participant in the game of basketball, let alone professional basketball. You know, that's just a horrible take. That's like Phil Jackson saying that, you know, Kawhi doesn't have it in him to win a championship. You know, it just doesn't. It's like, what? What are you talking about?
And that's
Didn't they say about you?
But you know what?
They say that about you. You're a Hall of Famer.
I got a philosophy. Can I say my philosophy?
Go ahead.
Look at the black chick trying to save her. Don't they say that about you? And you're a Hall of Famer. She's only a Hall of Famer because she was on the team with Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard. Look at all those other pieces, and she was just a assistant. But really, allegedly, that was just for, you know, she was there. You can say it was more DEI-ish than merit-based, right? You can make that argument. I'm not trying to disparage her, but you can make the argument that it was more DEI. I can't even say it right. So Becky Hammond's take was horrible, horrendous.
If your best player is small, you're not winning. John Stockton, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, you could go down the list.
What is she talking about? Isaiah Thomas. She forgot about Isaiah Thomas? Isaiah Thomas won twice, back to back.
Steph Curry is the only.
Steph Curry, like, look at this. It's like, look at these chicks up there just saying whatever. They just saying whatever. Look at Brian Windhorst and Kendrick Perkins. Like, Kendrick's like, look at this ridiculousness. This is ridiculous. Got me up here with these chicks. I know I didn't score more than 9 points a game, but damn, y'all could put me with some at least real players. Look at Brian Windhorst. He's saying, oh man, I don't get any more good leads to my phone. I miss when I used to get the first update. Hold on, let me check the poll. Oh, wow. Someone said no. A few people said no. 38% said it was not a bad look for Wemby to walk off the court. I don't know how y'all believe that. That was a bad look, bro.
That's small. But he's not that small. He's like 6'3".
But also, though, I mean, he's the greatest shooter to ever walk the planet. He's in an outlier class.
Okay.
She is right. History says she is.
This is the thing about believing in yourself, knowing what you're capable of. This chick said that Steph Curry is the greatest. He's the only person that is that small that could dominate on the level that he dominates. No one knew Steph Curry was going to be him until he was him. They said he was too small, too skinny, that he was injury prone, weak ankles. Steph Curry didn't care. Steph Curry, common theme. Strong father that was present in his life, gave him the game, former NBA player. He was built for it. He was built for it. So all he did was continue to work, put that work in. Came arguably the greatest. No, he is not. It's not arguably. He's the greatest shooter in NBA history. I was going to say arguably the greatest point guard in NBA history. And the only argument that you can have a point guard above him is because he's not a pure point guard. But if you're going to put anyone at the position to play point and you want to win the game, Steph Curry might be number one. Oh, shout out to the people that popping in the chat room. Appreciate y'all. Let's see what they're talking about. Rich, Badder, and yo, y'all have some crazy names, bro. Rich Batter and what? Isaiah Thomas Pistons. Yes, that's a fact. Emma9635 says Allen Iverson versus Steph Curry versus Isaiah Thomas versus Jalen Brunson. Yeah, those are all comparable players that were small that could dominate. You know, just for an NBA coach, it sounds like she didn't know what the heck she was talking about. That's like, don't she sound like a DEI hire when they're in an interview and you ask them about whatever job that they do and they say some off the wall stuff? And you're like, oh, okay, you just, I see how you got the job now. I get it.
Right. Okay, but we're living in a new age, okay, new day. And here's the thing.
This is coming from a big man.
When we think about Jalen Brunson, we got to ask ourselves, what tier do we put him in, right? Because every single time I see.
How is he putting up 25 points at this time? 46% on 3-point field goal percentage, 5.9 assists per game. And she's saying that he can't get the job done. What? 20, that's Kobe's average for his career, 25. Kobe never shot 46% on 3-point. I repeat, shout out to Kobe, rest in peace. Kobe averaged 25 points for his career, and he never shot over 40. Kobe damn near barely shot 35% on 3-point. That's a fact. And he probably, I think Kobe averaged around 5.8, 5.9 assists as well. So what is she talking about? You surround Jalen Brunson with the right pieces, he's going to win.
See him get between those lines, and it's time for him to match up against other superstars across the floor. He give them that work, and he stand on business. Now, do the results come out as a win?
Why she look at him like a proud girlfriend? Yo, was that just me?
He give them that work, and he stand on business.
Yeah, he does stand on business.
Now, do the results come out as a win when it comes down to the Knicks?
Why do feminists like that be looking so good, though? Why is she so feminist? Somebody got to get that feminist out of her or something, man. Get that out of her. Looking too good to be feminist. Don't make no sense.
On business. Now, do the results come out as a win when it comes down to the Knicks overall? But hold on. Stay with me. Stay with me. I watched them go in the Phoenix.
He almost wanted to say, hold on, get back in the kitchen. You can't say that, Kendrick. You got to chill out, bro. You don't want to. Hold on, what'd you say? You talking back to me, woman? You forgot he on Disney programming. You got to chill out.
Couple weeks and hand them 50. I watched them come down. Right after that, I watched them bounce back.
Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. Appreciate y'all that are hanging out with us. Appreciate y'all.
Come to LA and give them a solid 29. When we watched that series last year, Jalen Brunson against the Miami Heat before they were eliminated, he was going back and forth with Jimmy Butler. I saw a couple of 35+ point nights. So my thing is, I know he's not the typical, eye candy.
See, Kendrick Perkins is a basketball player. He's a professional basketball player. If you're a real coach, yeah, you weren't a player. Well, some of them were players, actually. Phil Jackson was a player. He wasn't the best player, but he played in the game. So he recognizes what he sees. That's why, Phil Jackson was arguably one of the top 5 NBA coaches, right? But he wasn't the greatest basketball player individually. Neither was Kendrick Perkins. But they have an appreciation. They have a sight that they can see. They can see clearly the separation. It's those type of players that have the ability to kind of, they played in the league. They were able to sit back and kind of look at the players that were better than them. And they can really, decipher who's great and who's not. Becky Hammon doesn't have that eye. She doesn't have that same eye. To her, she's watching it like an armchair quarterback. But she's there. She's on the court. She's coaching. But she's being handheld. or she was being handheld. Because she didn't recognize that this guy shooting 25 points per game, 46% on 3-point, 5.9 assists per game, and she doesn't think that he can get it done. It's like, what?
Is he the person that's going to win you a championship as 1A?
This is what I'm saying. All I know is that the last time Luka Doncic had success in the postseason and went to a conference finals, it was paired up alongside Jalen Brunson. What I'm telling...
But that's the thing. It was Luka and Jalen.
It was a combo because Jalen had his moments in there as well.
That's all that Becky is asking for is a
As
combo.
somebody who used to drop buckets as a small person in Madison
That's what I was
Square
trying to remind you of, Becky.
As a person that used to get some buckets, I'm saying this as a small person. This is a game that the big and
Nah, you a small woman. It's completely different because a small dude can get it done if he sets his mind to it. That's a fact. We seen Allen Iverson defy odds, Kyrie Irving and small, Steph Curry, shoot, Chris Paul. We see how busy Chris Paul can get. I mean, he never won, but he's been to the finals. Arguably one of the best point guards ever. So she's just wrong on this. Richard Bader in WA says, yep. Lou 1, Lou 2 says Kyrie. It's a fact. Appreciate you guys popping in with us.
bold and it favors that guy.
So a lot of these.
All right, let's go to the next topic. Let me end this poll, and then we'll talk about Lil Baby, Young Thug, Gunna, hold on, bear with me. Hold on.
Live with no fear. Act. They elect.
All right. So I was watching DJ Academics, and he was talking about Gunna, Young Thug, and Lil Baby. And I found it interesting because I don't think these rappers realize, the shift that's going on in the culture. People aren't really as interested in the old negative music, the negative vibration, the negative content. And some rappers are having a problem transitioning from it.
I tricked. Oh no, like I didn't say anything that, I never put he has a lot of excuses. But this prayer right here that says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and
Let me skip around.
Figure out, is that no more? Lil Baby, who acts like he's like some real nigga. Because his name wasn't muddied in this stuff, and because he looked like a hypocrite because he stood out against Gunna, people asking, well, what about your boss, P? Well, you say I don't fuck with him. Then they said, what about your best friend, Thug? And he got quiet. So what ended up happening is that after he got quiet, now he's kind of popping back out. And he's rocking with Thug again. Because in reality, people like him, he has no morals. Y'all seen Lil Baby say that, yo, wait, is my mic messed up? Y'all seen Lil Baby say that Ack is the feds. All his friends cooperated. He don't want to talk about it. He want to still hang with them. He want to make music with them. According to people like Lil Baby, cooperation and ratting and all that other stuff exists in everywhere but Atlanta.
That's kind of crazy to want your city to be known for
He's not living,
not cooperating with people that are trying to stop crime. That's wild. Like, they really expected Gucci Mane to get robbed, get his valuables taken, you know, get snaked out of a deal that he was rightfully, you know, in, you know, his agreement. And it was like, nah, man, you got robbed. Don't say nothing. You street. Don't change. Don't evolve. But to me, that's the most backwards things that you can do. How would you not expect someone who came from the street to try to elevate to a higher level, such as a businessman, a mogul, successful, you know, on the up and up? That's been the goal. That's only common sense. Because if you're doing things in the street, you got to deal with street stuff. You got to deal with the law. You got to deal with the rivals. There's no peace in the streets when you do it that way. So why would they not want you to, you know, rise above that? Like, why wouldn't they want you to do something that's better for yourself overall? You always want to see the person get to the next level. You never want to see them stay stagnant. But it's like the culture now, they want you to stay stagnant. You can't level up. You can't do something better. You only can be stuck in one box. Oh, you said you were street. You got to stay street. But that's the opposite of what we looked up to. Look at Jay-Z, for example. Jay-Z was street, right? But he made it cool to level up, to become the businessman, to become the mogul, to do things the right way. You know, you leave that street stuff behind you so you can go on to the next level in life. And this should be common sense. And fortunately for Gunna, being in that situation, it looks like it separated him from an aspect of the culture, and it isolated him, and it put him in a position where it was just about the music. It was just about the craft. Who cares if they call you a snitch? Who cares if they call you all these things and they abide by these rules that don't even really matter in the real world? Can you make a slap? Does your music bump? And a lot of that content is redundant. Gunna's killing him right now. Can I play Gunna on this live stream?
his true self. And I've had several people call me about me.
If you trying to get some money, and you trying to be motivated, you trying to be on your fly-ish, you got to play that Gunna. You got to play that Gunna, bro.
Giving credit. Several Atlanta rappers about me giving credit to Gunna because it appears like I'm shitting on everybody else. But I got to call a spade a spade. The reality is y'all not living y'all truth. We don't see Gunna getting back up on this internet saying he's the roughest, toughest, and whatever, and we don't see him still fighting the same fight of, oh, I didn't tell, and whatever. At this point, he's made peace with it to say he has an opinion about what happened. It might not align with what you think that happened, but it's no longer for him to fight.
Because he can finally be himself. He don't got to fake the funk. He can finally be himself. He don't got to mess around and act like he's something he's not. Trying to impress people that don't even really matter. You know, some people that aren't even living street life in the comments. And then you got people that are living street life, but they don't even follow a real code. Because the game is janky in the streets right now, bro. Who want to be in the streets now? That's crazy. The rappers, at least the ones that made it, they're successful. They made it out, but they still trying to act like they stuck. Like if I was Lil Baby, I would try to be the cleanest business exec in Atlanta, real estate mogul, and then make that fire. You know, you control your rap image. Hold on, this is that. If y'all want to get your money, this is what you need to bump. Make sure I hit that like and subscribe button too. Let me know what your thoughts is in the comments.
Yeah. We just keep going, man. We don't stop. We just keep pushing, man.
Come on.
I float like a ghost when I ride. Still on it, they hope I retire. No both, this ain't a facade.
Bruh. Come on. That sound like some, I don't know, that's like, can you feel it in the air type? These rappers ain't doing that, man. That's what Gunna's doing? I ain't hear Young Thug with nothing like that out in the market. But let's continue.
When you look at Young Thug, you can't tell if he reformed. I heard he's doing an R&B or a gospel album. But he's talking killing niggas one day, sending hits the next day, then the next day he's on some other shit.
Them ninjas be confused, bro. Them ninjas be confused, family. It's all because of ego, too. Because none of it makes sense. They're rich. They literally could opt out from all that street stuff and put their feet up and be good for the rest of their life. They could put their money in the stock market. They ain't got to worry about nothing. It's all about validation. It's all about how the streets make them feel. It's all about how the dusty people make them feel. It's all about the chicks that, you know, chicks like bad boys. It's all about the baddies, how they make them feel. Y'all got to be like, F that. F that. I'm going to control the wave. You know when they say you got to control the algorithm? That's in the real world too. That dude is afraid to be different. That's why the biggest rappers, the big three, that's the one aspect about them that makes them in the big three, the Drake, the J. Coles, and the Kendricks. They're not afraid to be different. They may be, you know, loosely associated with the street stuff, but they have things about them that are clearly different and outside of the street element. That's a fact. Lil Baby, you know, the Meek Mills, the Young Thugs, they're so engulfed in that street mentality. You probably can't even give them advice like this. They probably hear this. I'm giving advice. And they probably like, man, F that dude. It's like, whatever. Just trying to give you some game. You know, people just be either criticizing, they gossiping, they just talking about the news. I'm trying to give information. I'm trying to give value so you can think long term. And Gunna is killing it right now. He's the only one out of those rappers I just named that is currently relevant. But he's the one that they call a snitch because they subscribe to a model that's dead and gone. They subscribe to a model that we really don't even need anymore. The Black community does not need street culture to thrive. We don't need street culture to be powerful. What's more powerful, the street culture or a Black police force? A Black military?
You hear Lil Baby, he says he's like a street nigga. Lil Baby say, I'm the feds, but he not down to talk about him rolling with the feds. Until we get to that point, Lil Baby, we can't listen to you and really listen with the ears. Now, some people might say, why do you care? Because gangster rap got killed by hypocrites. This is why the last gangster rappers we respect, they're either locked up or dead, because at least they weren't hypocrites.
Yeah, but a lot of these new gangster rappers, you could say they're not hypocrites, the ones that aren't, but you damn sure could say they're stupid. Yeah, they may not be hypocrites, but they damn sure not intelligent. And that's what a gangster, there was a certain class of gangsters that was intelligent. And that gangster's gone.
We're not saying crash out, but we can't respect a hypocrite. Lil Baby's talking crazy, but is hanging out with cooperants. He's hanging out with rats. Lil Baby is a rat by association, because all the niggas he's hanging out with, we're looking at what they got going on. It look like, yo, just throw some cheese in it, and this might be like, it might look like the Knicks parade. Yo, you throw some cheese, yo, find where Lil Baby's hanging out in Atlanta, throw some cheese in there, and it might look like the New York City parade, man. It is crazy. Lil Baby is calling me the feds, but he don't want to talk about his friends being the feds.
Yo, these streamers nowadays, these content creators, me included, they go at rappers, bro. You notice that rappers, they lost that mystique. Like, nobody's afraid to call out rappers on the shoot. Celebrities in general, nobody's afraid to call out politicians too. You know, people are using content creation, YouTube, as a way to, you know, share their thoughts and really expose the hypocrisy in a lot of things. I just saw a thing about Drake. Now, I don't know if I want to cover that, because that one has some allegations that were interesting. I might pull up a little bit of that after this, actually, to be honest. We only got a few people in here rocking with us, but we might go into that. Because I think, was it Academics or Trap Lord Ross? One of those people. I think it was Trap Lord Ross. He had an interesting video about Drake that I might cover. So
we don't want to talk about that.
Let's continue this.
We don't want to talk about that, chat? Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Man, make sure you guys say something in the chat. Do not be shy. Let me know your thoughts. Let's check the votes on this. Ain't got no votes on this. People do not care about Young Thug and Lil Baby. Young Thug and Lil Baby fell off so much, they are hurting my live stream views. If I kept talking about Jalen Brunson, Wembanyama, I would have probably over 20 people in here. You start talking about rap and hip hop, your views go down. That's how you know hip hop is dead or dying. It's a Rizap.
Hold up.
Apparently recording music videos in the op block. Okay, the police are working this shit out. Him and his team are being so reckless, right? They're filming music videos in areas they shouldn't be at. It's leading to retaliation shootings where the deaths of two 13-year-old boys are being reported. They're saying Lil Baby's music video contributed to this, right?
Dang. Two 13-year-old boys. I bet you there's not going to be no backlash about that the way there was for the Carmelo Anthony verdict. It's unfortunate.
Police described it as a cowardly act.
Me, let's just talk about you and all your friends. If I'm the cops and I'm the feds, well, I just want to let you know that, you know who I be riding in the squad car with? Dominique, Lil Baby. You know who's our lieutenant? Young Thug. You know who's our sergeant? Gucci Man. That's what it is. The thing with these Atlanta rappers, this is why Atlanta's down bad. Atlanta's down bad because y'all don't want to admit the truth. Y'all are down bad because y'all had Big Bank y'all sent out trying to answer the question of what is street shit.
Atlanta fell off as soon as they let the street music become their dominant face. Once they let street music become the dominant face of them, they lost. Atlanta was the best when they had a variety of artists, right? They had Outkast, Goody Mob, Ludacris. You had rappers that were interesting. Jazzy Fizzle, right? But when it became the street, it kind of got watered down. And then culturally, you see the effects on it. Because once the street curse starts to take over, you got to deal with the consequences.
They've gone every way trying to explain this, but not take accountability. Atlanta rappers, if you harbor, if you salute Young Thug, if you salute Gunna, Lil Baby, we don't want to hear you talk about who's telling when the people you should be addressing first is within. Let me tell you the difference between New York and Atlanta, and this is not a citywide issue. Niggas literally said there's not one New York rapper that co-signed 6ix9ine. Not one. Not one. They kicked him out the bus. Literally. You know that Young Thug can't go to Atlanta, so that's why he moved to Florida. He's in Miami. You know who moved to Florida too? Lil Baby. Lil Baby moved out of there because he got to go. He moved to Florida that he could go hang with his best friend. But then he's calling other niggas rats. How we listen to Lil Baby talking about that type of stuff? Now, I get it. Because some people might act, you're not gangster. I get it. But I'm telling you why gangster rap is dead in Atlanta. Until y'all call a spade, it will never be back.
And then just don't need it back. We don't need it back. It could stay gone. It's not good for the culture, so. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what's going on out here.
Well, the U.S. and Iran have reached an agreement aimed at ending the war and reopening the Strait of Hormuz. A senior U.S. official says President Trump and Iran's parliament speaker have both signed the agreement virtually, with a formal signing ceremony expected to take place Friday in Geneva. The text of the agreement has not been released, but the president says ships are already moving through the strait.
Ships are starting to go out now. On Friday, it'll be completely opened.
The agreement is fundamentally built around a two-step verification process. We say to the Iranians, you are welcome to have access to...
How many people think we are finally in agreement with Iran? You guys think that finally went through? Or you think it's just some more BS? What you guys think? Let me know in the comments. If not, we're going to wrap this up. Just a quick show. I was debating whether if I wanted to do something tonight, so I kind of did throw this together. But for the people that did come and show me love, the people that did leave a few comments, I appreciate you. I don't think people want to really participate tonight. It's all good. We'll just come back at it tomorrow and see what's in the algorithm. See what we could do as we wrap this up. We might wrap this up then. Again, thank you guys for joining the show. The people that did, much appreciated. We're gonna close it out.
pour, I'll pop at your deuce. Shots, no mixing, no juice. You add, it's time to recruit. I'm hungry, you looking like food. Money discussion with Jews. You on the streets and you lacking. We are not. Stuffing the cash in my mattress. Shorty, she loving my passion. Turn that whole bitch to an actress. It's tragic, hiding the plays like she playing Madden. He doing tricks and she doing magic. Shit on that habit, feel everlasting. I cannot pass it, you can imagine. Hit from the back, I pull out the cash. Now you was my man, my nigga, what happened? Lies on the gram, people the captions, all of the friends. People the cap, smoking that good. Feel like a pilot, booking a trip straight to the island. That's not your hoe, she stacking her mileage. Met her in public, when in private. Nigga just try me, make a deposit, cash in a check, green my optics. Feel so polished, I just demolish if you a problem. My Nina Vanina might solve it. Thought you was solid, really no contest. Plotting on profit, baby just solve it. So many bars, I feel like a convict. You wanna hate this, you feeling the conflict. They give you options, pockets keep rising.
Make sure you guys go to BillyNico.com. I got some stuff I'm working on. Make sure you guys sign up for BillyNico.com. I got a surprise coming. I'm working on it. Just be patient with me. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the like button. Go check out my other commentary. I have a library of valuable videos for you guys. So you can subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And we always got some new stuff coming for you. So yeah, man, make sure you guys do that. And we're going to rock out with some tunes as we close out the show. If you want to stick around, listen to the music, stick around. I might let it rock out for a little bit. So shout out to you guys. Peace.
Baseline so low, gotta clear the deck. There's a silhouette dancing. Lost my head, and she wears Chanel. I can tell you get so wild. A saint in the devil dress, bags in the sky. Let's catch a flight, red eye, Paris lights, life of a socialite. And we're doing our thing in the high end DJ set. Baby, you're all I need. Put my patience to the test. Keep on doing your thing in the high end DJ set. Baby, you're all I need. Put my patience to the test. In the high end DJ set. In the high end DJ set. All the way in the back, I lost my friend. I've been way off track. You know how I get, and she's in my bed. How do we get here again? And she's saying things, you know I'm always missing legs in the sky. Yeah. Let's catch a flight, red eye, Paris lights, life of a social life. And we're doing nothing in the high end DJ set. Baby, you're all I need. Put my patience to the test. Keep on doing your thing in the high end DJ set. Baby, you're all I need. Put my patience to the test. In the high end DJ set. In the high end DJ set. my backpack and head straight to class. Woke up late, man, I'm enslaved by the bath. Yeah, sleeping in late was never the
If y'all need me to write for y'all, hit me up.
Ironically, in school, I used to fall back asleep. That was a major key. I had much more to achieve. Had to elevate my mental. Never knew a reverend, but I found my way to heaven. Like Nas said, you know the world is yours. And a black Warren Buffett in the mirror lies my competition. No room for the haters on a mission. To the paper, laser focus, no laser. I sent them to the morgue. Got this freestyle when I bought. You thought you were wavy, but your team jump aboard. You a fraud. I peep it from afar. I'm not confused and Confucius. You dumb it down to compete with a doofus. You are looking at a star. Have you feeling out of space?
Yep.
Don't compete with me. I'll have you feeling out of place. You are looking at a star. Have you feeling out of space? Don't compete with me. I'll have you feeling out of place. I paint dreams for the losers. Turn bench plays into hoosies. Where you going so fast? Nipsey said it's not a race. I heard the last shall be first. So I'm thankful for that poverty. It don't bother me. It taught me how to appreciate. Now I watch my real estate appreciate. I'm the realest one, appreciate. Now that's the real value in that. When I drop this new shit, you'll hear the value of rap. My shit is unlimited. Fake rappers so sensitive. Those are Hollywood clones. Serving followers, mimics. They rely on the gimmicks. I rely on my spirit. Calm your mind, dead your pride. Close your eyes, you can hear. You hear God in my raps. Close your eyes and just hear. First gain knowledge yourself, then go acquire some wealth. But do it all in stealth, cause haters plot on help. Push you close to the edge, then they gotta get you dealt. Never cry about the cards we've been dealt. And shine on the niggas, but don't blind these niggas. I'ma put you at the top and you can't find these niggas. She got the rollie out cash, no time for a nigga. No time for a nigga, yeah. No time for a nigga, yeah. No time for a nigga, yeah.
He taps the screen, says we're live. Thumbs up rising in the feed. He grins at the chat box glow like he knows exactly what they need. He licks the room one breath at a time. Names the show and cracks a smile. Says stay with me, don't blink now. Then the comments start to pile. Hold up, wait, everybody lean in. He's got that spark and it's about to begin. He introduces the live stream. He introduces the live stream. All eyes on him tonight. He introduces the live stream. He introduces the live stream. And the whole room comes alive. He points to the camera like a Jew, then nods to the team of Scream. A quick little joke, a sharp little wink, and the count goes up in green. He says, you know the drill. Then the feet start rolling fast. He makes that moment feel like home, like a first line built to last. Hold up, wait, everybody lean in. He's got that spark and it's about to begin.
Yeah. Fireman, Iceman, cold era over. Look, yeah. You frozen in image, I came through the flame. You borrowed the pain, I was raised in the same. You wear it for fashion, we carried the shame. Fireman came and I melted the name. Hearts don't move me, fake love don't sue me. You not like us, don't fool me. I see through ice like a movie. You frozen in image, I came through the flame. You bar, the pain, I was raising the same. If that make you ice, man, one of us playing fool. Five man walk in, out the cold, getting moved. Yeah. Shout out to Nipsey, but I wanna race. Claiming he Michael cause he switching faces. Not only did I see the picture, but I got it. You can't cut the truth, you can't cop it. I'm not saying you racist, but you not like us.
Fireman, Iceman, cold era over. Look. You frozen the image, I came through the flame. You barred the pain, I was raising the same. You wear for fashion, we carried the shame. Fireman came, and I melted the name. Cold hearts don't move me. Fake love don't soothe me. You not like us, don't fool me. I see through ice like a movie. Yeah. You frozen the image, I can't do the fight. You borrowed the pain, and I was raising the same. If that make you ice, man, one of us playing fool. Fireman walked in out the cold, get a move. Shout out to Nipsey, but I wanna race. Claiming he Michael cause he switching faces. Not only did I see the picture, but I got it. You can't cut the truth, you can't crop it. I'm not saying you racist, but you not like us. I suggest you embrace it. You can study the culture, wear the jacket and trace it. But you wasn't in the field when we had to face it. Claiming you want some mob shit, doing anything for the profit. America land of the prophet, but we come from in the field. You get checked off gossip. Loose lips turn targets. Cold world, warm cartridge. Some dreams turn honey. Some pain got marketed. You not like us, so embrace it. I'm not saying you racist, but yo, crew got weird cases, dodging bullets like I'm in the Matrix. You need to back in your proper ages. I'm hoping that it makes sense. Your whole career is makeshift, switching accents, coaches, and flows. You a shapeshift. Dog, I told you before. I said he was an agent. Every move look managed. Every rollout look staged in. I heard you been working on patience, but you sick and deprived and need saving. You don't need more ice, you need fire, discipline, and elevation. Are you cold cause you know, cold cause you hide? Are you king of the hill or alone while you climbing? Are you love for the truth or love for the timing? Is it really your soul or the label designing? I don't hate what you build. I respect when it's earned, but cosplay melts when the real fire burns. We come from opposite sides of the tracks. We really should link and share what we lack, but instead you rather play God and exclude all the facts. Where's the discipline in that? Where's the honor in the act? How you speak for the culture when you never paid it back? Put my town on the map, whole city right on my back. From the field where we don't act, we adapt and attack. See how I rap without getting too personal. Still cut deep, that's surgical. That's how it is when you're versatile. I can switch styles, but the core still original. Are you partying in purgatory? A toy in a toy story? Are you Buzz Lightyear or Andy Davis or Pixar films creating your story? Are you sold on the shelf or sold to? We really created this. Baseline so low, gotta clear the deck. There's a silhouette dancing, lost my head, and she wears Chanel. I can tell she gets so wild. A saint in the devil dress, bags in the sky. Let's catch a flight, red eye, Paris lights, life of socialite, and we're doing our thing in the high end. DJ said, baby, you're all I need. Put my patience to the test. Keep on doing your thing in the high end. DJ said, baby, you're all I need. Put my patience to the test. In the high end, DJ said, in the high end, DJ said. All the way in the back, I lost my friend. I've been way off track. You know how I get. And she's in my bed. How do we get here again? And she's saying things. You know I'm always misled in the sky. Yeah. Let's catch a flight. Red eye. Paris lights. Social life. And we're doing nothing in the high-end DJ set. Baby, you're all I need. Put my patience to the test.